our civil rights was totally violated. There was no protection for her. There's no justice for her. And it seems like nobody's caring about it.
Raw emotions coming from a mother still searching for justice after her daughter was tragically killed more than 2 years ago. Thanks for joining us at 10. It was in October of 2016. 7-year-old A'miya Braxton was hit and killed by a car as she was getting off the school bus. More than 2 years later, no arrests or charges have been brought against the driver. Now with Hunter Newman's case, he's charged in a Prentiss County case. It leaves the Braxton family wanting answers in A'miya's case. Our Quentin Smith speaks exclusively with the family. He joins us live in the studio with more.
Yeah, Scott, the family is saying both cases are very similar. One was getting on the bus and the other was getting off the bus when they were hit by a vehicle. Now, the family understands why an arrest was made in this most recent case, but they're now left wondering why an arrest was never made in A'miya's death.
But it's been 2 years, and my mind is still not eased.
Pain.
An innocent life was taken, and nothing was done about it.
Devastation.
Part of us is gone.
These are the emotions the family of A'miya Braxton is feeling after no arrests or charges have been brought against the driver who struck and killed the 7-year-old more than 2 years ago.
It just makes me feel, why come she can't have justice like everybody else is getting?
This is the street where Braxton was killed just as she was getting off the bus in front of her home in PONTOTOC County. Investigators say the female driver passed the stopped school bus on the shoulder side of Highway 9. The driver told police she didn't realize the bus was stopped. Instead of swerving right into oncoming traffic, investigators say the female driver swerved left into Braxton's yard, ultimately hitting and killing the 7-year-old. More than 2 years later, family members say several questions still linger.
Why did this happen? And what was she doing? Why didn't you see a big yellow school bus? What had your attention that bad to where you couldn't see what you was doing?
This case has been presented before a grand jury twice. Both times, a grand jury failed to indict the driver. It's a decision that still doesn't sit well with family members.
She wasn't paying attention. She wasn't doing anything she's supposed to as a driver. How dare they let her off? How dare they let her walk away? It's not right.
A school bus was passed, a child was killed. Point blank. I mean, there's no way around this law. There's no way through this law. We have to follow the law, the way the law is written.
Just a few weeks ago, a similar incident happened in Prentiss County. In that instance, the driver, Hunter Newman, was charged, accused of killing 9-year-old Dalen Thomas as he was getting on the school bus. Family members say the similar investigations resulted in 2 different outcomes, and now they want answers.
I just want for the DA office to please do what you're supposed to do and get justice for A'miya. And if you refuse to, please tell us why. We deserve an honest answer on why you're not pursuing this as if she was a normal kid every day going to school. She did nothing wrong. She was in the care of a responsible adult. When she stepped off the bus, her life ended, and so did ours. So can you please explain to us why you can't get justice for her? Period. That's just the question that we want to know.
Now, the family says they're going to continue to fight for justice. And I also want to point out the same district attorney's office that presented Braxton's case will also present this most recent case out of Prentiss County. Scott?